Yo, what's happening? What's going on? Mm, where do I begin? So, I want to start it off like this, just by telling you what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, it's this famous nightclub, or should I say, strip club in Atlanta called the Blue Flames. Um, it was reported by the news in Atlanta that there was a drug deal that went bad or something like that, and a guy got shot in the face 2 times. Now, for those that have never been to the strip club, you know what I'm saying? It's a place where the underworld conduct business. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of transactions goes on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, the selling of PUSSY. I mean, definitely in the VIP room. You know, but there's other, you know what I'm saying, transactions going on in, you know what I'm saying, the strip club, as well as outside in the parking lot. For those that go there, you know, frequently go there and know the culture of strip clubs, they know that that's like pretty much, you know, the average drug dealer's office. That's real talk. That's where, you know, so to speak, gentlemen, you know, congregate at. That's a fact. And it's crazy, you know, because like I've had my experiences with strip clubs. No lie. You know, back in the days, let me say it like this. So back in the days, for those that went to strip clubs, I mean, you know, you were lame. You know what I'm saying? You were called a lame, you know, if you had to pay for the PUSSY. I mean, let's just be real. Whether you're directly or indirectly paying for it, you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by indirectly is when you take a girl out on a date, you know, and you buy roses, you do all of this stuff in order to get the punani. Either way, you paying for it. But just directly paying for it, and that's what you're getting, you were considered a lame back in the days, like in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like years later when, I don't know how it happened, but the strip club became, you know, the thing to go to. And I've had my fair shares with strip clubs. Those that know my story, I used to be part of a cult. And we had a bookstore located in Durham, North Carolina. And the actual person that was head of that bookstore went to the strip club every Sunday. He would pay for punani. He would. Now, we were supposed to be saving souls now. This is real talk. We were supposed to be educating the black people. You know what I'm saying? But on Sundays, I'm not lying, right after class, we had class from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock p.m., 6 p.m. Right after that, he would encourage us to go to the strip club with him. And we went a few times with him. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know, I left the cult and I started selling stripper outfits, you know, with my girl at the time. And I would go inside strip clubs. I would actually be inside the locker room where the women are changing. And I know the number one question you all want to ask, did they offer me some for stripper outfits? Yes, of course. And did I accept? No. I had to get the money. And I've heard all types of stories coming from women. You know what I'm saying? Young women, to be exact. You know, I'm in college and, you know, I'm stripping in order to get, you know, my pay for my college tuition, this and that and so forth. I have children, I have a family. You know, I'm not like those women over there. I've heard it all and I've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? One chick came in one time when I was selling stripper outfits inside the locker room, the girls' locker room or whatever. She was like, yo, does anybody have to urinate? And everybody's looking at her. I'm the only dude in there. And it's like 12 women that's just butt naked. They freely changing in front of me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I don't really have to, you know what I'm saying? And then this girl was like, yeah, I do. So she everybody wanted to know why. So she opened the door, the person that's the female that said, you know, anybody got to urinate, she cracked the door open. She said, you see that guy over there sitting at the bar? You were like, yeah, excuse me. She was like, yo, you know, he wants he wants to taste my urine. No lie, I've heard it and seen it all before. During, you know, my time in the strip club selling stripper outfits. And I could tell you, man, a lot of stuff goes down. in the strip club. Real talk. Now, have I been to Blue Flames and Magic City? You know what I'm saying? Two of the most popular strip clubs in Atlanta? No. No. I remember riding by Magic City, and I'm not lying. You could ride past it, and the weed smoke, you could smell it off the street. I would highly recommend for those that like attending strip clubs to never go to any strip clubs in Atlanta. Anything may happen to you. Straight up. Man, nowadays, man, all this promiscuity or being a hoe, whatever have you, or slut, whatever you want to call it, man, it ain't the time for it now, man. People are getting shot and killed over I don't want to say it. You know, I spell it out because, you know, YouTube will flag me. Pussy. That's real talk. Nowadays, man, I'm not saying that back in the days, you know, you get to do whatever you want to do, you know, and not have no dick discipline. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, now is not the climate for it, man. It's just not. You find you a female and make sure that female can accommodate you in whatever you plan, you know, whatever you got planned for. Straight up. Because it's just not safe. It's just not safe, man. I gave up that shit, like, you know, for selling stripper outfits and all the rest of that stuff, because it got too dangerous, man. It really did. I mean, first of all, let me say this, man. I was kind of shocked. I was selling I was selling stripper outfits and strip clubs in Greensboro, North Carolina. I was sort of shocked and amazed that they allowed me, a man, to go in the locker room with the females. That blew my mind, straight up. But I did, and I got the opportunity to see the ins and the outs. You know what I'm saying? Like the infrastructure, how strip clubs actually operate. And they show tons of favoritism when it comes to men that have money. Oh, those guys don't get searched. Those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And the culture in Atlanta is crazy down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, let's just be real. I mean, Atlanta's known for its nightlife, specifically strip clubs. So it doesn't, how can I put it? It doesn't shock me to hear that someone got shot in the face twice at an Atlanta strip club called the Blue Flames. That doesn't surprise me or shock me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, man. Do I personally think that we should do away with strip clubs? Yeah, man. Yeah. Specifically, I don't know. I mean, to each his own. You know, people, you know, guys like that, and women do too. I've heard men taking their girlfriends with them. I've heard of that. I've heard of women that are straight up heterosexual. They love men, but they attend the strip clubs and they throw money just like men do. But I will say this, urban strip clubs, nah, it's not safe. And I've been to the Caucasian strip clubs, and yeah, they can't dance, and, you know, their shapes are not as bodacious as, you know, the black, you know, the urban strip clubs. But at least I can say that when I went to those strip clubs, I felt safe. Yeah, their choice of music is different and all the rest of that. I mean, come on, let's just be real. I mean, like, seriously, like, are you going to see titties and ass? And does it really matter, like, what skin color that person is? Or how big or small, you know, titties and ass is? Because if it doesn't matter, I would tell you to go to the Caucasian strip clubs. Then, you know, they're less famous, you know what I'm saying? But at least you'll be safe. At least you'll be safe. Now, see, some people may say, that attend the Blue Flames strip club located in Atlanta may say this is an isolated incident. This is a drug deal that went bad and this and that and so forth. But overall, that specific strip club is safe. I would beg to differ. And that's real talk. I've been in situations, man, in strip clubs, urban strip clubs that is. And I was like, yo, man, let me try to wing myself out of here. Let me try to get out of here, you know what I'm saying, unnoticed. Because it's just that anything can pop off. Anything can pop off. Matter of fact, this is crazy. I almost got beat up at a strip club one time. And I told the story before on my channel. Where I went out with one of my friends, supposedly a friend, but he was an associate. We go down to the strip club, and I'm having fun or whatever. And this female, she was digging me or whatever have you. That strip club closed, and they had another. It wasn't a strip club. It was kind of like I don't know what to call it, but it was set up like a club, but it was further down the street. You know what I'm saying? So we went there, and I was dealing with the female or whatever, and it was dudes that were in there that couldn't get in the other strip club. And I had money, and they didn't have money. Make the long story short, say they were jealous of it, being that I was getting the attention that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? So I come out of the little, after party joint or whatever have you. It's 4 guys lined up ready to bust my ass, including my associate. And you know who saved my ass that night? The strippers did. Real talk. So I've had quite a few close calls. All because, men wanna see some breasts and some butt. But that's not really what it's really about, seriously. Like I told you before in the beginning of this video, a lot of men go there to conduct illegal business. And I'm not snitching. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's real talk. It's real talk. Everybody knows this. Everybody that goes to the strip clubs knows the culture. I'm not making this up. I'm not embellishing on the truth. Everybody knows that there's a possibility that when you walk inside a strip club, it's very likely that you may not walk back out. I think the movie called Players Club with Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying? That movie was goddamn, man, I'm telling you, he nailed it. That's just how strip clubs operate. No lie. No lie. He nailed it. He nailed it. I've seen a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff happen in strip clubs. And it's just like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at times, yo, I'm serious. It's at times I really have to, when looking at, man, I hate saying this, but it's just the truth. When looking at colored females, melanated females, it's like I definitely have to separate, the women from the women that, that are moms and they 9-to-5 workers, and they all about being productive. And I had to separate them from, the women that are out there at night in the strip clubs and doing what they do. Cause if I include all of them together, I would say, man, ain't none of these women out here worth SHIT. Cause I've seen it, and it's just bad, man. It's bad and it's sad. I've seen some of the most dime looking chicks. I mean, derriere, breasts, bad in the face. I mean, she's a 10. And she just slutting herself out. Real talk. Real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? You would think she would have other options other than selling her body, but it is what it is. I've seen it, man. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of stuff go down in the parking lot. You know, like when you walk outside, when you walk into the club and when you walk out of a strip club. When you walk into a strip club and out of the strip club, you know what I'm saying? As you're walking in and you're getting out of your car and you're in the parking lot, or as you're coming out and you're about to get in your car in the parking lot, you learn to keep your head down. Real talk. I mean, you keep your head up to make sure what may possibly happen. But when you see people in a car, when you see people, like plural, like, you know what I'm saying, like a couple of people in a car, a couple of dudes in a car, and their cars are running on all of that stuff, you learn to keep your head down, because something is going down. It's something that's happening, and it could be it could be something as little as 5 dudes in that car getting a blowjob from the stripper that was inside the damn strip club. Or it could be worse. It could be a drug transaction. It could be, them selling firearms. Who knows? But who cares? To be real with you, you shouldn't even be in the parking lot in the first place. I'm telling you, this is my word. This ain't the day and time to be fooling around in no strip club, man. Not even going on the strip, you know what I'm saying, trying to buy you some pussy. It's not the day and time for it. Real talk, I've seen it, I've heard it all, I've dipped and dabbed. I'm not gonna sit here and rat and snitch on myself, but I mean, you get the picture. I've dipped and dabbed as well. And I'm telling you, specifically, the youngins, you young people that's looking at these videos, you young men out there, get you a female that can do it all. But she's devoted to you. She's faithful to you. Get you a woman that's going to be a freak in the bed. That's going to be a mother to your children. That's going to be an educator. That's going to cater towards your needs. That's going to help build a family with you. Because it's not worth it, man. That man got shot in the face twice. Twice. Over what? Man, the streets, man, it's not a game. It's just not. And the cops ain't coming. They're just not. Pause. They not. You call the cops, they show up 20 to 30 minutes later. Real talk. I mean, even if you really want to go to a strip club, make sure there's a cop, like they hired a cop to be in the strip club. Because I've been to strip clubs like that too. They had a police officer inside the strip club. Or they had a police officer, like walking around in the parking lot and stuff like that. Or they had a squad car, something like that. That kind of like puts the thugs in order. But no lie, man, it's a culture, man. Before I used to go to the strip clubs, whether I was attending them just to go, and throw some dollars at some chicks, or I was selling like stripper outfits, I would always get drunk and high. So just imagine that, and everybody's drunk and high. Almost everybody is drunk and high on something. The strippers are, the dudes that's going there. It's just it's perfect for anything to go down, because everybody is literally out of their minds. And then you add, the guns to the picture. Yeah, man. Dude got shot in the face twice. Yeah, man, I've been done with strip clubs. When was the last time I went to a strip club? Man, it had to be about 20-something years ago. I said about 21, 22 years ago. Real talk. Yeah, man, if I gotta pay for some PUSSY, it'd be like, let's go out to eat, let's go to the movies, something like that. But going to the strip club and throwing dollars and then, negotiating with a chick and she setting her price, man, Man, I've seen it and heard it all. You $135? That's too much, ma. The way you looking, nah. I'm telling you, man, these broads, man, I don't know how it is now, but back in the days, they was doing some of everything for little to nothing. Cause you're negotiating. It's like, yo, let me just, you slob on the knob, give me like, do that. I'll give you like 50. I don't know about no 100, ma. Your box don't look, you know what I'm saying? I can go on for days with the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad that I'm changed. Lord knows I've been changed. I've been anointed. I've been baptized by the Holy Spirit. Yo, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.